Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are recapping CPI day with the NQ simplicity system. Okay, so it was a pretty good day with all the volatility in the market with CPI, and we're just going to kind of go through the whole entire day today. So all the profits calculated in this video will be with one contract, one mini NQ contract. And again, just to recap what you need both lines the same color and the solid line and the dash line pointing up or down. So we're gonna wait till 8:35 for the system to start. So, and if we break this high right here, because they're both pointing up, we would take a trade and probably target this next level. Okay. And there would be a trade. So 7.5 points on the day so far. And you can let it ride until we break below the solid line as well. Here pointing down, we don't really want to enter here right at a level, so I'm not going to be entering right at a level. Okay, in this video. So good thing we didn't enter there. Slightly pointing down here. Again, got a little bit more to the downside, so doesn't matter. All right, so right here would be the next trade. You don't really want to enter on these big of candles. This is a 25-point candle, but we'll take this. If we break the high, we'd break the high, and we'd stop out right here, or a 20. We'll just say 21-point loss. Now you're down about 14, 15 points on the day. So just why you don't want to take huge candles like that usually. Especially with all the volatility with CPI day, right? Here pointing down, we have a dev right here, but I do have a few points. We don't exactly why we don't take it right into a dev, but or just a major level like this. Here, both pointing down, we don't crack a low, so we don't get a trade entry there. Don't get really any trade entries here either, so just kind of fast forwarding. Here, they're both pointing down. We have a little bit of room, and we do crack the low, so we'd take an entry here, probably target this low. We do hit that there. That's about 13-point gain. And you can, again, let it ride. But this is just why it could be good to take it off at one of those levels, okay? Here, another big candle. We'll take it if it breaks the high. It does. And as long as these keep pointing up very steep, then you can stay in the trade. So they're still very steep. It starts to flatten out here, so you could close. But it's still very steep. Let's try and run it up to that wall if we can. Walls. These orange things are called dynamic magnets, which are good resistance or support levels, but they're not always super strong. But walls, these dotted blue, are usually very strong, or the devs here are also, deviation levels are very strong. So that was a 43-point gain. And looks like we actually could have wrote it up for even more. So let's see. Could have ran it up for 75 points or 70 points. So that's a big trade there. So up very well on the day so far. No trades in here. Slightly up, but right at a dev. We break above the dev, so we could take an entry if we get above. And trail it with the solid line. We never closed below this green line right here, so we'd still be in. But we did close there, so that's about an 8-point win. So far on the day, up 50 points with just one contract, up 50 points. It's been an hour and 15 minutes, which is very good. No trades in here. Here, potential trade if we crack the low. We do crack the low. Trailing stop would be up there. It would be right here still. We'd stop out for about an 11-point loss there. But we're getting another entry signal if we crack the high. We do crack the high. And that would be another slight loss there. So about a 13-point loss. Here we are cracking, or both pointing down very steep. Entry would be there. Stop would be up here. Try and trail it down to the wall if we can. But we can't, so that's a 5-point win there. Because we cracked above the solid line. Now we're getting a potential entry. So entry here. Try and go to this dev. Get the dev there, that's a 17-point win. And again, you can trail these if you don't want to take it off at certain targets. Both pointing down, we do crack it, so technically this would be an entry. Again, target would be this wall, unless we crack above, which we crack above there. It's about a 9-point gain. We're just gonna go through this whole day because it was a very fun, volatile day. So we're just gonna go through the whole thing. So both angling up slightly there. Ideally want a little bit steeper, but we'd take a thing there, targeting this dev if we can. Oh, we touch the dev right to the tick. Beautiful. So 13 points. There's no entries in here. No entries, no entries, just chop. No entries still. This isn't really angling down, that's pretty flat, so no entries. Nothing there. Potential entry here, going right into a dev though. So still got 3 points, but probably wouldn't take that, to be honest. Going right into that dev. So we do have another type of trade where if we have a setup here and we pull back, you could take an entry on the solid line, targeting the dev, but we'll just say we missed that. Another potential entry, if we crack the high there, we do crack the high. Stop would be 58. So we would lose about 8 points there. And again, to recap, we're up 62 points on the day so far. So these are the trades right here. So up 62 points so far. Both angling down here. We do crack the low. Stop would be 65. And we'd be trailing it until we hit this wall at least. Hit the wall. Beautiful. 43-point gain. Holy. 43-point gain there. So at this point, you're up. You are up 105 points on the day. Massive. In just an hour and a half. So yeah, you could trade micros with this too. You know, you don't have to trade minis. There's no entries in here. Potential entry if we crack that low, but we don't. Pretty flat. Angling down here, potential entry if we crack that low. We do. We're in all this mess right here though, so it's not very pretty. Stop would be 707. We try and target this next area. So that would be about a 5-point loss. Here, right at the wall, if we solidly are above that, then we could enter, but we'll say we entered right above the wall. See what happens. Stop would be 703. Looks like, yeah, we'd stop once we get below that line. So about 5-point loss again. Here, slightly angling down. So if we crack this low, we don't. Nothing there. And again, you need for a short, you need the solid line above the dash line. Okay. Solid line above the dash line. So, and again, at this point, you know, you could just be using your profits to play around. So both slightly angling down, a little flat, probably wouldn't do anything there. If we crack the low there, we don't. Is this an entry? But if we zoom, they are angling down a little bit. Oops. I lost us. Where were we? We were right here. Yeah, so entry if we crack that low. So we crack the low here. So entry, stop would be 705. We'd try and trail to the 681 level. So that's about, we'll say that's break even. I won't even chart that. Here we're angling up, obviously. Had a little bit of room there. So we could take an entry here. 703. They're both angling very sharply up, so we can see if we can keep rolling up a little bit and just trail with this solid line here. So we got about 6 points there. Both angling up here. Don't crack the high. Angling up here. We do crack the high, so we'll see if this gives us any room. Nope, immediately stops out for about 6 points. And these are rough estimates. You might get a little bit of slippage and stuff when you're marketing in. Angling down here. Slightly angling down. We break the low, we do. Can target this or this dynamic magnet. We'll just take it off there. 6 point gain. And then runs down a little bit more. So potential another entry coming up right here. Yep. So both angling down on this candle, we would enter here, try and go to this dev, ideally. Got close to the dev and broke above. That's about 8 point gain. So missed a little bit of that move for sure there. That's okay though. Slightly angling up. We don't crack the high. Do crack the high there. Trail it tight. Stops out. -8. We're just gonna again go through the whole day. So angling down, there's an entry. Do we break back above? We do. So we're getting a little bit choppy now. So at this point we are up only 92. I say only 92 points on the day. So there was an entry right here. We'll try and target these. These are pretty steep. We don't reach them, and we'd stop there. Another 7 point loss. So down now, lost a little bit of our profit for sure. No entries in here at all. It's just chopping. Potential entry here. So right here, 680. Could have taken it off of this dynamic magnet for 5 point scalp. We'll just say we let it ride and see what happens. So, or at least take it off of this dev. Nope. So that's about a break even. We'll just not even put that down. Say that's a break even trade. Another potential entry. Nope, no entry. All right, now we have potential entry. That's a big candle though. You wouldn't really want to go off of that, but that'd be about a 6 point win if you just closed it there. Or at the dev would have been a few points as well. Potential entry here. Get filled 40. Try and ride that down as well. So from 40 down to 23, it's about a 16 point gain. Here, both angling down. No fill, no fill. Angling back up here, 611. Get a fill. Stop would be 603. So stop there for about, we'll just say that's 9 point loss there. Keep going, angling down, so entry would be right at the low of this candle. Entry there, 597. Getting chopped around, -12. So you can see the losers can, if you get caught in the chop, it's not very pretty. Stop would be 610 there. Target this dynamic magnet. It's about 9 point gain. Could have let that one ride a little bit too. So potential there for 17. So a little bit extra. No fills up here. Potential short here. Entry right around here. Stop up there. We'll just see what happens if we let this one ride. At least to this, we'll take it off of the -2 deviation if we. Okay, so stopped out there. There's a nice trade, 47-point gain there. See if we get any longs, so potential long here. Nope, no fills. We are slightly angling down. This one's pretty flat though. But they are both slightly angling down, so we'll say there's an entry here. Stop will be up here, targeting again this -2. So I it'll probably be stop, break even. Haven't exited yet. Getting messy though. So there we go. Okay, so there's -2. That's a 13-point gain. Now we're getting into basically the end of the day. Angling down here, 542, no entries. Angling up here, so above this we could get a fill. So get a fill around here. Stop would be 66. Try and trail this up. Very steep. No exit there. And the reason we didn't exit here is because we didn't have a close below the solid green line here. See that? Didn't close below. Still riding. Looks like it'll probably stop. There we go. Wow. 52-point gain there. So you can see on volatile day like CPI, very good. And then obviously coming out of the close here, if you wanted to take a long right here, past next few minutes, you could. Entry, exit right before the close. So right there, 20 points. So let's sum up the total there. This is pretty crazy. All the trades from the day right here, totaling 227 points. So with one contract, that is $4,550 with this strategy. You can see these big wins like 47 points, 52 points, 43 points, 43 points made up a big chunk of our day. We got caught in some chop in here, a little bit of chop here, but we did make up for that with the big wins, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed the strategy. If you guys have any questions, please comment them below and subscribe. I'll see you.